or father's greatest pleasure is to hold their newborn, whether boy or girl. There's nothing that brings a greater sense of joy. But when you take that baby home from hospital, would you know the signs of normal growth and development? Would you know when you should be concerned? While all boys and girls will not develop at the same rate, it is important for parents, guardians, and even care providers such as daycare and preschool workers to understand the key developmental milestones of children between birth to 2+ years. Over the next few minutes, we will explore some of the signs of positive development in young children and provide advice on when you should be concerned. The early years, a time when most development of a young child takes place. There are 4 main areas to be considered in development: motor or movement, language, social adaptive, sensory. By 3 months old, most babies should be smiling, cooing, touching, holding their heads off the bed, and dribbling. By 6 months old, they should be showing interest in their surroundings. For example, turning their heads towards sounds, following moving objects with their eyes, and stretching their arms to touch them. They should be becoming increasingly mobile. For example, moving their legs in play, rolling over, standing, and might pull up with support, showing a preference for people and smiling, babbling at them. Along with providing a safe and secure environment for infants, you can help stimulate them by offering them a variety of objects of various shapes, colors, and textures to play with. Be engaging them in activities with lots of interaction. Talking, singing, clapping, peekaboo, and hiding games. It is important to show interest in the baby's responses, respond to their vocalizations, and encouraging their participation in the interactions. Between 6 to 12 months, most babies should be looking for objects which are out of sight. They often crave affection, attention, and close attachment with a special person in their setting, and may even show fear of a stranger. Infants who are developing well will also show enjoyment in different activities, such as sitting unsupported, rolling both ways, crawling, walking whilst holding the hands of an adult, even standing and walking alone. As the infants gain control of their bodies, they can feed themselves with a feeding cup or bottle, hold an object with one hand, and manipulate and explore it with the other, shaking, dropping it, and picking it up, opening and closing. At this stage, it is important to continue to stimulate them by using brightly colored cushions, mats, and designs on walls to stimulate their interest. Arranging space so that they can crawl, roll, and move towards an object or person of interest. Interacting with them with pictures, books, stories, puppets, toys. Encouraging infants to enjoy quiet moments and providing opportunities for them to play alone. A baby's temperament influences how they respond to their environment. The period between 1 to 2 continues to be a time of much excitement. During this phase, children who are developing well should be showing an increasing desire to do things on their own while craving adult assurance and support. Toddlers are learning to use language, progressing from using single words to 2-word and 3-word phrases. They enjoy gross motor activities such as walking, running, kicking, throwing balls, and imitating adult movements unassisted. They should also be able to stack toys, build small towers, make marks with pencils, crayons, or paints. They're interested in exploring sand, water, and manipulating Play-Doh. Toddlers can open doors, take off clothes, show interest in throwing and retrieving objects. It is important to further enhance their growth and development by making these kinds of activities part of their daily routines. Caregivers can support the language development of children by repeating words, identifying objects, asking questions, and reading with them. When should you be concerned?
If by 3 months your baby is not smiling, babbling, or if he or she cannot sit or support his head by 3 months, we should be concerned. By 6 months, if your baby is not rolling in either direction or does not sit with any help, or if by a year, if your child cannot stand, unsupported, says no single words, or does not point to objects. At age 2, we should have concerns if your child does not walk or has stiff legs when walking, or if your child does not say at least 2-word sentences by this age, or is unable to follow simple commands. If any of these signs are seen, you should alert your medical doctor or your healthcare professional for further advice or assessments.
So, we have shown you key milestones at various stages in your baby's formative years. It is important to remember that not all children will develop at the same rate, but the information we have provided are developmental indicators which can help guide you. If as a caregiver you have a concern, it is important that you bring it to the attention of the child's parents or guardians and recommend that they monitor and/or seek the advice of the child's doctor. Remember, if as a parent you have any concerns, you should consult your child's doctor.